Hello Internet Nation, Alex and Ashley here with a update video for you guys today. And before anybody even questions it, no, I did not color my hair off. It is in these two Ray buns, which is what I've been calling them all day. You know, like Ray from The Force Awakens. Yeah. So yeah, this video is about 6 weeks overdue, I suppose. No, not even that much. That's like 3 months. 2 months? 2 months. This video is only a few weeks overdue. So, as you may or may not know, I've been on a quest, or I was on a quest, to get my hair light brown or dark blonde from Rain. And I made a video on trying to remove the green from my hair, but I did not go into any of the process that I did after that. As you can see, my hair is black on this side and light brown on this side. Basically, what I did, since green was extraordinarily persistent and there was no way of getting the green out of my hair aside from bleaching it, and we do not bleach in this household, even though technically the stuff that I use is kind of worse than bleach on regular hair. But anyway, that does not necessarily matter as much. So yeah, basically, if anyone's interested in lightening their hair, getting green out of their hair, out of their locks specifically, this is what I did. On this side, there's you can basically still see the green on certain tips, on certain locks deep within the blonde, but I suppose it depends on what you want to do. Also, I guess I recommend that if you're going to use the products that I use, kind of like getting them in there, all the way the fuck in there. As I stated in my last video, I use Dawn soap to wash my hair, to wash the stuff I use out of my hair, to wash dyes and color removers, all that stuff out of my hair, because, you know, you don't want that sitting around, and who doesn't like squeaky clean dreads? Also, at this point, I've washed my hair with cleaning stuff so thoroughly and so, I don't want to say frequently, because I wash my hair basically every time I shower, and I shower maybe 1 or 2 times a week, or 2 or 3 times a week. It's not a lot. It's not a lot on a need-to basis. But yes, what I basically did last time was I dyed my hair black, and I do my hair in increments of half a head, because, you know, when you have locks, you need a lot of product. So 1 packet of the color remover, I don't remember the brand that I used, the color intensity color eraser, that's what it was. 1 packet of that. Actually, no, I used 1 packet of that for my whole head. But when it comes down to like dye, I needed 2 boxes of dye, 2 boxes of black dye to dye my head. And basically, this is a process that I do not recommend you do unless your hair care regimen is on point. Mind you, I did this in the span of a few days, of 2 days. Well, I'll go through the details, because technically this is not the final process. I just decided to give my hair some time to recuperate. Also, I really like the way it looks, half blonde and half black. That was unintentional. I have a habit of being able to pull off hairstyles and colors, no matter how weird and wacky they look. Anyhoozle. So I dyed my hair black with a Rite Aid box brand dye. That was the one occasion in which, generally, I'm always insisting that if you're going to dye your hair as a person of color, that you use a dye with a person of color on it. But seeing as how this was black, and black is just kind of like, fuck you color, I live here now. it didn't really matter. Plus, it was like the cheapest brand at Rite Aid. I think it was L'Oreal, or I don't know. It actually had an Asian woman on it, and it was like a not black, ebony black. No, not ebony black, something black. It wasn't just like black. It was like something black. And I dyed my hair with that, and then I proceeded to use this after the color. After technically I used the color eraser, the last one from the last video, to get the green out, and it didn't get all the green out, as you saw if you saw that video. Anyhoozle, I dyed my hair black, and then basically the next day after dyeing it black, I used this Kaleidoscope Neutral Lightener with some, what's that stuff called? Developer, there we go. It's been a while since I've done this, and I don't usually dabble with developers and stuff. Not since I was dyeing my hair red. I used to use permanent reds, so the ones that comes in the tubes that are like $4, and they like work amazingly no matter what color your hair is. Anyhoozle, yes, I use this, and this is like half a packet left because I went and did very selected spots. I only do half a head at a time, so I dyed this side black, and then I dyed this side black, I think the next day, because I didn't realize that I would need another box of dye. So I just kind of like went out with half a green head, half a black head of color, and it looked kind of cute. I was going to leave it, but actually the whole process after the color, I tried to remove the color, that looked really cute. I had like blonde roots. It was a cute mess. Anyway, and then after I dyed this side black, I basically, the next day, I used this stuff, followed up by a conditioning, a deep conditioning, and I put a lot of oil in there because my tips were done after that. They were like not in the best shape and falling apart, but you know, it doesn't necessarily really matter because they're in locs, so they're not going to go anywhere anyway. I will say that I've had a significant amount of breakage since then, only on this side. Well, predominantly on this side. I get some black hairs coming out. Actually, no, I think at this point it's just mostly black. So I guess it's regular breakage? I'm not sure. It's been a while. I'm not used to my hair coming out. So I guess it's moderate breakage. I've been doing a lot to it. I also use these conditioners that make my hair relatively really soft. At least when they're in there, it makes my hair really soft. So that just causes breakage because of the damage. But as you can see, now this side is light brown, or light brown, golden brown, golden blonde. Let me just remove one of these so I can show you guys. This one has 2 scrunchies in it. Okay. Yes. Hopefully this isn't all just black. So the colors aren't really even on these. There's only like 2 blonde ones in there. The color's not really even on these because it's not a color job. It's just a removal of the black. And what this stuff actually does, it lightens the beige tones. Oh, my best friend is calling. Hold on. I will be right back. Hello, Internet. Did you miss me? I've returned. I've let my hair out so that you can see more than the 2 locks that were beige. And as I was saying, that video may appear a little bit blurry. I'm not necessarily sure how it picks up on the video. It looks blurry to me. That's because I have my phone pressed against my head. And apparently, my face is a little oily. Which, you know, would make sense, seeing as how I put oil on it after every shower. And then, you know, when you walk around and sweat a lot, it just kind of sits on your skin. Kinda, sorta. Anyway, so, yeah, as you can see, it's very brown, very light brown. I was looking at the packet, Kaleido Colors, and this one is neutral. It's really close. It lightens up to 5 levels to give you, is it 4 dark brown? Yeah, 4 dark brown to light blonde hair. I'm not necessarily sure how light blonde. I was considering using it again to see what I get, only on this side. I'm going to leave this side black until I decide exactly what it is that I'm going to do. I originally wanted my hair to all be this color. Actually, this is like 3 different colors that I'm showing you right now. But I wanted it all to be light brown. Light brown to light to dark blonde. But now I'm thinking about finally taking that step that I wanted to a while ago. Because I've always wanted silver hair, but I know that's a process. And I've been putting it off. Well, I had released those dreams into the ether because it's a process getting silver hair. So imagine getting silver hair with locks. That sounds like it could be hell. But what would I know? I've never done it. So I may try it with this side of my head. Therefore, I may use this again. Maybe not this one specifically. I have 2 packs, or a pack and a half. I have a whole pack, and then I have this pack. Also, I didn't mention earlier, I used 1 pack on this side. And then I used this, half of this pack, to follow up. And then go into certain spots that were a lot darker than other spots. Like certain spots that I had missed. Because I do a lot of my hair stuff on my own. And I believe when I'd lightened this side, I was at my boyfriend's house. And he only has this one precariously placed mirror in his establishment. And it's next to the bathroom sink. So like say the bathroom sink is here, the mirror is over here on the wall. Which is very inconvenient for doing absolutely anything and makes very little sense. There's a window behind his sink. So, very little sense. I mean, I totally understand with the placement of the bathroom because if the sink was in front of the mirror, then you'd be standing in the toilet. But it would make more sense to put the toilet in front of the window, but this is not what the video is about. Okay. So, I told you guys that I would tell you how I got here, and I have. I used this stuff, Kaleido Colors hair color remover from the black. Mind you, I'm not necessarily sure how faded this black is. Sometimes it feels like some of these hairs are like gray a little bit, which is odd, but I suppose that's to be expected, I guess, because this side, it should be faded. You know it's black, so it's not really going anywhere. And I don't shampoo my hair often. I may condition it when I take a shower, but I don't often shampoo it. And when I do shampoo it, I use this shampoo. It's like a mix. It's I forgot what it's called, but it's a decalcifying shampoo, and it comes in a small, clear bottle, and it's a clear shampoo. I think it's Neutrogena, or something like that. I'm not too sure. But that's what it is, and it's like, after I got to the halfway, because I use a lot of that stuff, and it's a very small bottle. After I get to the halfway point of that stuff, I usually fill it with Blue Dawn soap, so that it's like, still pretty good. I use a lot of Dawn in my hair. Not collectively, just collectively. Not a lot, just when I do. when I do wash my hair, there's usually a lot of Dawn soap involved because I like clean. And then I follow that up with a conditioning. Anyway, mayhaps if I decide to go blonde, not blonde, I am blonde, to go gray, I will document that process for you guys. Just in case there's anybody out there. Just in case there's anybody out there who's curious about steps one could take in order to change the color of their locks. Because there's not a lot of videos on the internet. Wow, 6 minutes already. I just like to talk. Not a lot of videos on the internet, on YouTube at least, for dyeing locks or lightening locks or removing green. There's no videos on removing green from locks. But yeah, that's a black one. I meant to grab this one. It is split down the middle, but the way my locks are set up, this one is like smack dab in the middle of my forehead. Therefore, it can't choose a side. I usually just take my finger and then separate them down the middle. But y'all ain't asked for all that. And a lot of these are in the middle. Some of these are in the middle. I'm not the one that started my locks. My locks were started by my baby mama, who has very beautiful locks, mind you. Granted, I wanted more, like in the hundreds, but hey, I got 39. You know what? Some people ain't got no hair at all, so 39 is better than nothing. Also, I like odd numbers. Also, I have a life path number of 6, which is made up of 3 and 3, so it's kind of like 3 times 3, so you get 39. And hey, maybe one day I'll like take some of this baby hair that's just like growing, like look at this, like it doesn't belong to anything. Or that strand of hair that I was showing out earlier, it doesn't belong to anything. It could be a tiny lock. Probably shouldn't make it a tiny lock. But who knows, maybe I will make it a tiny lock. Maybe one day it will become a tiny lock all on its own. My hair is very soft. I fried it in high school. And then I spent a lot of time embracing my curls and conditioning my hair. To the point where my hair would just naturally become soft. Which is a pain in the ass when you're locking. Yeah, this could totally become, I mean, it's a tiny strand of hair. It could totally become a lock. Preferably if it just stuck out like that all the time. Anyway, I'm gonna end this because I could just talk forever. Anyway, I'm gonna go watch some videos on how to dye hair gray. From till next time, my lovely viewers, know that you are loved by me and the rest of Source. Bye-bye.